And then we moved to Karnataka about 25 years back. We set up our first factory with about 250 workers in the year 1980 or about that time. Today, Shahi is one of the largest apparel manufacturers and exporters in the country. And Karnataka is our home for over 100,000 employees. We employ now about 125,000 people, mostly women, and women from the lowest strata of society. And I say that, I don't say it with any kind of, I say it with humility because these people are the ones who are actually not just supporting India and putting India in the global map, but also supporting families, children, and society. And I'll talk about that in a little while. So, 125,000 workers, making brands, shipping to some of the leading brands in the world. We do have a challenge to manage such a large workforce, people who have very little education or no education at all. In 40 years, we have done, we've grown from strength to strength, and today, like I said, we have become the largest in the country. 2020 March, I think most of you would like to wipe it out of your calendar. Unfortunately, this is one of the darkest months, if not the darkest year in my lifetime, and so is this for many people. COVID-19, as I call it, became a global pandemic, officially became a global pandemic. There was confusion all around us, black days. Karnataka, clarity started to emerge over the next few days. We were not sure what to do because we had to shut our factories overnight. We do have a lot of migrant workers, so that's something I didn't mention earlier. We have close to about 30,000 migrant workers from across the country. Now these migrant workers leave their family, come to work with us. They've been housed in hostels. They cook their own food. We provided them with jobs and security of the job and so on and so forth. But when suddenly everything had to be shut in 2020, there was utter confusion all around us. Most of all for the people who were not close to their families. I think most of you saw what happened in national television about the condition of the migrant workers trying to get back home. Fortunately, Shahi had a plan in place. Of course, the first few days we were confused, but then when thoughts started to become a little more clear, we put a plan in place to say that first let's protect our migrant workers. So we started by providing them with ration, providing them with some sort of activity to keep them active, most of all to make sure that they had the presence of mind and peace of mind to not be worried about their family and so on and so forth. Once we put that in place, we reached out to all our workers, thanks to social media, thanks to WhatsApp and SMS. We got to every individual worker through our HR network, and I must say they did a commendable job in reaching out to almost every worker. When I say every worker, we just don't employ workers in Bangalore. We have factories across Karnataka, across India. But like I said at the very beginning, Karnataka is the largest. We have about 100,000 workers with 50 factories, close to 50 factories. So we reached out to every worker telling them what is going on, in terms of lockdown, in terms of what to expect. Because most of these workers were worried about their salary, right? They don't come to work, they don't get paid. They don't get paid, they don't have food. So it's a very difficult situation for them. I think fortunately, we reached out to them and told them that, hey, listen, you don't have to worry about your jobs are secure. We are working on multiple plans. We are engaging with the government to see how to bring you back to work very quickly. Around the same time, under the direction of our Honorable Prime Minister and Textile Minister, we were chosen, one of the few factories who were chosen to make PPE, personal protection equipment. You must have seen in the television people wearing this white robes, fully covered, which is supposed to meet a certain standard to keep the virus off your body. So we were chosen, we were one of the few companies, in fact the first company if I remember, chosen to do this. Now how do you deliver? And then the mandate was quite large because they wanted close to 1 million PPEs delivered within days because the virus was spreading very fast people were getting infected, and the government of India, was really concerned. Now we have to get people back to the factory to make things happen, right? You can't just sit at home. We are not a software company that you can remotely log in and do things, write a code, or so on and so forth. So we had to physically bring people